Action. Hi everybody, welcome back to Ship It and Sip It. I'm really excited to be back in the studio with a special guest today, Sergei Laptev. Welcome to the show. I'm really glad to have you here. First of all, what did you choose for us to drink today?
It's something about soft drinks. It's no calorie, no sugar, because I try to keep my healthy diet, keep my healthy regime, and that's why I choose it.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's nice. So, you are a designer and also a fantastic motion designer. And the reason I wanted to have you on the show this week is because you've released quite a few really nice promo videos of the startups and the apps that we've made recently. I wanted to ask you about the process of shooting promo videos and also about fitness apps. So we'll get into all that today. But first, what have you shipped this week that you want to tell the world about?
Now I'm working on the goLance project on new features. It's called service-based marketplace. It's new feature for goLance and a new way to give more money, give new users, and give new opportunities to users of goLance. And I'm all my focus on it now because of a lot of stuff for goLance, new stuff for me also. And I'm looking forward for the release date that planned on startups of September, I guess.
Cool.
Yep.
Are you going to make a video about it?
I hope, fingers crossed.
All right. Can you remember sort of the time when you decided that design was your passion, or something that you really wanted to pursue?
I always talking about that interesting story, I guess. I think that I'm on design more over than 10 years, and I started from simple Photoshop poster with my favorite characters of films or TV series. At this time, I got learned about Twitter community. There was a lot of people who did the same things that I was doing, and after of it, I learned about DeviantArt.com platform. It is a platform for creators and for people who are selling their works, guides, and other design stuff. And after it, I tried and I earned my first money for doing design. And after it, I found out that and realized that I can earn money for doing design, and I think, yeah, I can do it. And during my university studies, I took UX UI design courses and found my first job as UX UI designer, and it was the start point of my journey, I think.
All right. And how did you sort of find out about Paralect, and what made you want to join the design team here?
I think that I got new about Paralect via social media. I found out some YouTube video, yes. I guess it was some video about your parties. It was some cool and electric video with cool energy, and I thought that cool guys. And after I knew about new position of designer, and I tried to do it. And interesting fact that I got to Paralect during the second attempt. My first attempt was in previous summer, and from my second attempt I got it.
So you're very persistent. That's good. And I think I was convinced to try and join Paralect by a similar video as you. It was one of the party promo videos from a long time ago, but it was really cool, even back then. So you seem really excited about design and happy to be sort of known as a designer. But one thing I've noticed around our small community of designers, makers, builders, some people, they don't want to be called designers, even though they quite obviously do a lot of design-related work. Can you explain this friction to me? What is there some stigma about being a designer?
Sometimes I also didn't understand such of people because from my perspective, I like to call myself a designer. But for me, it's not only connected with interfaces, of course. When I became a designer, I started to notice some points to improve. Interesting fact that when you notice some moments that you can improve, you do it and you feel your life become better. Yeah, and I think that it is also connected that fact that you are a designer. And for me personally, I called myself a designer in general.
Let's see, according to your Twitter feed, we're going to talk about all these different design communities. I guess we can start on that now. You said that you got into Twitter and then DeviantArt very early on in your career. What do you think about Twitter as a platform for the design community? What do you like about it? What do you learn from people there?
I think that Twitter is as a social media, it's good for designing because you can develop yourself and new facts about design. I found some inspiration from other designers. But for me, I use Twitter like a mix. I can find some inspiration. I can share my outcomes of my work, and of course it's about doom scrolling sometimes, and I think in general social media for designing is very important because in this way you can level up your skills and learn new features, new skills, new possibilities and opportunities for you.
And are there any particular people or brands that you look to for inspiration when it comes to design?
According to video stuff, I guess in my mind, it's of course Apple video because their intro are something incredible for me. But also I like video stuff from Framer. What else? Framer, Apple, maybe Webflow, and Wise.
All right, and lately you've been working on a few fitness apps. We'll show a promo or link to a promo video that you did for Carousel Boxing.
Spot and Carousel Boxing.
Okay, so yeah, videos for both of them. So you spent the last couple months focused more on fitness apps. I'm curious, is there a particular approach to designing a good fitness app and a good experience for that niche?
I like fitness application in general because of I use it in my regular life. I do gym. I try to do workouts and use apps like that. And according to the project, I like the common maybe atmosphere in the project, and I like the mood of founders. They are open-minded people. They are open to new features, about new thinking, and with people like that, for me, easy to communicate and work, of course.
Very cool. And I guess, are there any fitness apps? Well, let's start with what you use now and sort of what inspired the design for Carousel Boxing and Spot.
It's interesting fact because I tried to work out for 1 year, I guess, and from scratch I tried to use different apps like a Gym, Strava, 45 days of fitness and absolutely so on. Yeah, and for me, works better regular sheets and saved messages in Messenger, because I created, for example, my exercises that I have to do, and I just do the thread when I complete exercises.
Right.
Yeah.
This is what I've found with fitness apps as well, and maybe we can discuss solutions, possible solutions to it. Is, you start a new account, there are no sort of workout libraries there, you have to manually enter all this stuff. And if you're going to the gym and you already sort of know a circuit of exercises that you like, or whatever goals you have, these 8 exercises will work for getting a stronger chest, or whatever you want to do, right? I find that you just end up spending so much time on the app, both building the workout before you go, or when you get to the gym, then logging it between each set. It's just a lot of time. And if you already have an idea of what you want to do, it doesn't seem worth it. So I stopped using it. Right? So how do you think we can?
I know about the problem like that, and the main goal of the designer and the whole team to reduce the time between onboarding and the real using of application, because users just waste their time while they training. Yeah. And we have to say that every workout need to be prepared. And for example, when you are going to go to the gym, you prepare some stuff, your shoes, your clothes, grab some water and something like that. And in the application, it's a similar situation. You need to set up your workout plan. There are some tips for founders to create something like empty workout. And for example, you just doing workout and just write out your details of your workout. And after it, you can edit it and transfer to your workout schedule, for example. It's one of the tips that we can use in application in this niche. And and
I think I downloaded the Spot app the other day after I saw your poster, Dribble Shots. And I think it might be helpful just to have some like basic templated workouts in there, just so like today I want to do legs, and I open, this is super leg workout number 3. Right? And there's like 7 exercises already pre-populated, and then all I have to do is like, maybe you could like swipe to see which ones you like or not. And then it's like, okay, there's my framework. Then I just enter the sets and weights and reps.
We have this idea, something like that, in our backlog, but because we have limited time to development, we had to reduce the whole scope of tasks. And we have some idea like that to have some prepared templates for users that they can use for their records.
Yeah, and I'm really excited about Carousel Boxing as well, which you worked on. You also made a video about. We'll show that here. It's really exciting. Makes you want to work out. Because it is audio driven, and I think that's one way to we can reduce the amount of interface time you need with your phone while you're working out. So are there any differences there with an app like that from the design perspective?
And applications like that have their own points to be thinking about. I am talking about some audio stuff, how to use it, how to use it comfortable for users, and stuff like that. And in general, it's similar app like Spot, for example, with their own details and killer feature.
Right. Yeah, I'm excited to see what Carousel Boxing is. In my mind, I imagine it almost closer to like, I guess as a creator, almost closer to like a podcast platform. Like if I was training someone and I wanted to be a trainer on Carousel Boxing, I could like release a series of workouts. People could subscribe to me.
Yeah.
And then it would be more of that sort of relationship. But we'll see what happens when the app comes out. Because I know Norris has a lot of ideas about like, wearables and tracking and all this machine learning stuff. We'll see what happens. Are you excited about that?
Yeah, of course. I'm looking forward to work with Norris again. And hi, Norris.
Hey, Norris. All right. So are you using Spot app now to track your workouts or something else?
As I said, I used regular notes, spreadsheets and regular notes from my phone. But sometimes when I train alone, I prepared my workout schedule in Spot, and I like to use it because of it was something like I designed it like for myself, and I try to design it as comfortable and user-friendly as possible. Of course, we have some limits in time, in abilities of development team, and I like the final result that we have now. And of course, I look forward to upgrade Spot, and we have some ideas to upgrade some places in the application.
Yeah, and I haven't used it yet to actually log a workout. I should go to the gym maybe tonight and I'll try it out. But I did like the one thing that I think is key to keeping people coming back is like the reward system or some sort of metrics tracking, how much weight you lifted, and the social aspect is also there. So are there any sort of secrets there that you want to share about? Sort of how does I forget how the rewards are organized in Spot, but there's some sort of like badges or something like that?
I think that Spot has their own killer feature. I think that it's not connected with logging your workout. It's about social aspect because of Spot has their own feed with people who can share their sport achievements and give some tips for newbies, for example. And I think that social aspects more important than just ability to log your workouts and see a summary of your workouts.
Yeah. And I saw on Twitter as well that Salt and Bold, our design studio that you're also part of, is looking to focus more on fitness and health apps in the future and products. Is that true?
We believe that there are a lot of founders who are looking forward team for their well apps, well and fitness apps, and we are also believe that founders who came to us come to us because of they like our design at first instance. But because of, for example, when a founder comes to Parallax, they can imagine or expect the final product, where the design is just like some intermediate stage of development. And in our studio, we really believe that when founders come to us, they want our design at first.
Interesting. That's a good explanation. I was curious about Salt and Bold. That opens the door a little bit more for me. So we already talked about Twitter. We need to talk about motion design. So how do you make all these beautiful videos? What is your tech stack? When did you start? Tell me all about it.
It's a long story. Okay. In a nutshell, I started to work with video something about 4 years, or not 4 1 year ago. Yeah. I have some tasks to create some creatives for advertisement, and during my own research, I realized that creative video works better than just static images, because they catch user attention, their audio, beats, rhythm, and stuff like that. And I tried to create something like that from scratch. It was simple animation with changing opacity of elements and their position. And after I tried to scale up and improve my videos from video to video, and here I am. I created. I like the dynamic video, and because of it catches user attention. It also connected that fact that I created a video for sport and fitness application, because of I believe that sport apps has their own rhythm, power, or something like that. And I try to do my best now, and I look forward to the next video that I will do.
And I guess, was it a steep learning curve from, say, UX, UI design to, or is it a pretty smooth path to making motion design video?
UX, UI designer, it's about universal tools, if I can say it like that, because of designer, it's not about not only about interfaces. It's cool if you can create some simple video, simple animation, or simple 3D elements, because it expands your expertise and what you can give for your founders, for your company. And I think that it's cool for me as a Parlact member to try a new way to express myself and express my thoughts and so on.
All right. And so how do you make these videos now? What tools do you use?
I have a lot of tools, but to cut long story short, I use Adobe After Effects and Premiere Pro. But I can prepare some stuff in Figma, in Adobe Illustrator, in Photoshop, for example. I use a lot of stuff. Web stuff is also included to it, but my skill set is about that.
All right. And if a founder says, wow, that video is awesome for carousel boxing, I want something like that for my app, well, what should they do? Should they try and make it themselves? Should they try some AI video creator tool? Mm-hmm. Should they just talk to you and talk to a professional?
Of course, talk to me. Yeah, and connect with Salt and Bold, of course. Right. But it depends on what they expect for this video. If they want just to create some animations that, with images and music on the background, of course they can use free tools in internet. But if they want to create video that can sell their products to catch users' attention, and I would like to say that they need to contact us.
All right, it makes sense. I've been trying to make short clips with free tools, and they're Okay.
Yeah.
So I need to up my skills or just have you do it for me, but I think you're busy with more important projects. On Twitter, you've grown quite a bit, and you also share a lot about learning and watching tutorials. So I'm curious if there's a young Sergei out there who's like, I want to be great motion designer and overall designer like this Sergei when I grow up. Where would you tell him to look in terms of learning and improving his skills?
I would like to say that just keep going in this way that you did because of its your experience and your own mistakes that you did, and you learn on it after solving the some problems, some mistakes. But in general, I learned new stuff on Instagram, of course. For example, you shot and dribble, I learned that effect in Instagram. And of course, YouTube video, maybe some courses from professionals who great in, for example, 3D, in motion design, of course. And I think that ways to learning are similar for every designer.
Can you share what's maybe the latest course you finished or something?
Now I'm learning a 3D course from YouTube, and I really didn't know the name of author. I just found some course and thought, oh, good, I got it. Yeah.
All right, so just Google your 3D course, you'll find it. I remember one thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you think that the AI tools will improve to a point where they'll be able to make sort of these promo videos almost without any human input?
It's interesting question. Recently, I learned some quotes from someone. I tried to reproduce it. AI doesn't steal your work. Your work will steal that person who used how to use AI. Yeah, right. I think that I clear understand. But in general, I think that AI can help us to create video interfaces, of course, and with other our work aspects. But I think that AI now doesn't create video like that we did because of it's connected with human sense of beauty, maybe, and sense of rhythm. But AI can help us on it because of, for example, AI can fix your eyes that will look at the camera. Yeah, and another example will be about to match the music to video, the rhythm or something like that. But in general, the idea it's about the human.
I agree, and I've tried to use a couple of these sort of smart like highlight tools that are out there because they make them for shows like this where you put in the whole show and it sort of detects the words and it says, I'll make you a TikTok reel out of this.
Oh,
but
cool.
They work really poorly, especially when there are two people. If it was just me here ranting at the camera, then it would be able to make the video. But because there are two people, it just bounces back and forth. It'll show me when you're speaking. It'll show you when I'm speaking. And it didn't work very well. But I think they're getting closer and closer. And our colleague, Lerda, is working on Clipwing, which isn't really AI. Well, maybe it is AI-based. We'll see.
We'll see.
So check out Clipwing and sign up for the early adopter price. It's launching this month. All right. You've already talked about your learning about 3D design. Are there any other sort of courses or things that you want to improve next?
I keep improve my video making skills. I learn new effects, new transition, new plugins for my tools. But also I want to develop in 3D way because of we have a lot of question about it and requests on project to make something in 3D. And now we have poor expertise in our design department in 3D, and I want to develop in that way. And of course, because of I want to be a universal designer who can create different stuff.
Very cool. And what is your goal for Twitter? I noticed recently that you surpassed 500 followers. So congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
You're probably well beyond that now. So what is your goal there? Is it just to have more followers, or is there something else you're aiming for?
I don't have the general goal or something like that. I just use Twitter, share my thoughts there, and share my outcomes of my work. And I really don't care about the numbers of followers or something like that. I just like to share and give feedback from other users. For example, recently I shared two options for goLance project, a form with using emoji or without it. And I will received a feedback that helps me to make it better.
Yeah. And will there be an emoji on the form?
No, without emoji.
I agree. I think in that case, that's the right choice. Not that my opinion really matters.
Yeah.
All right. I guess since the end of last year, Dmitry has made it clear that the mission for Paralect is for every one of us to have their own sort of startup worth $1 million one day. Mm-hmm. So in that vein, what do you think about your own startup? Do you have any ideas there?
I have no ideas about it because of I didn't think about it. But if imagine it should be connected with my own hobbies, my priorities. Maybe it will be something about fitness app application with some killer feature with that will be connected to other people who love gym, sports, and fitness.
All right, and I guess I'd never really asked you about your fitness at all, but we can talk about this since it's near the end of the show. What's your goal for fitness? Do you have some like just general health, or is there something you're working towards?
I just trying to keep my health on good level and with good feel of strength and power to feel myself rested and so on. But from scratch, it was about losing my weight. But now I'm on that phase that I want to keep my physique on a good level, I guess.
Very cool. All right. And what do you think the next promo video will be about?
I think that it will be about goLance project, of course, because of all my focuses on it now, and I'm looking forward what will be.
Yeah, and we've made a bunch of beautiful videos for goLance, and I'm happy that you will join that catalog of cool videos and hopefully just improve the product. In case you don't know, goLance is a longtime partner of Paralect. We've been working with them for almost 10 years, I think, and it's a network for freelancers to find projects to work on and companies to find freelancers to help them on their projects, which is my last question, I guess. You started off, you said, as sort of a freelancer in design. Have you ever considered just going back to that, or do you prefer working with a team in an agency setting?
I like working in the team because of there I can ask some advice or tips from other designers, and of course in general we can share with each other our expertise. For example, I can share my knowledge about video making or animation creation, and other guys can share their expertise in UX or UI, for example. And sharing your knowledge is really important and helps you to improve your own skills. And for me personally, I prefer to work in a team. I'm a team member.
Very cool. Well, we're very glad to have you on the team. Thank you so much for joining
Thanks for having me today.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.